I do my yoga, lots of different poses on the machine. And if I do them first, I notice that I get on the machine early in the morning, the first thing, I just feel so much more limber and fluid for the rest of the day. And I do a yoga class at 9 o'clock, or I do a Zumba class twice a week and TRX classes. And if I do the machine first, I'm just that much more limber and that much more fluid. And I can still sit in Virasana pose. That's where you're on your knees and you spread your feet apart and your butt goes on the floor. And I can do all those things. And on the machine, it just helps. It just makes it faster, quicker.
Feel those vibrations going through you. We're doing some balance exercises here. All right, nice. Good job. Welcome to Good Vibes with Becky Chambers. Everything you need to know about whole body vibration from the world's leading expert.
For informational purposes only, not medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions. The creator of this content is not responsible for any actions taken based on the information provided.
Today, we are going to focus in on stretching with your whole body vibration machine, because like everything you do on a vibration machine, it is amplified when you're using vibration. So you do 10 minutes of stretching on your vibration machine. It's like you spent a whole hour limbering up, stretching, increasing flexibility. You don't want to overdo stretching. Take it easy. Do what feels right for your body. But you can do 5 or 10 minutes of stretching and get a really good stretch before you do your workout. Or sometimes you might want to just stretch and maybe do some massages and maybe energy exercises. You don't have to work out on your machine every time you use it. Especially if you're doing other intensive exercise, you still, even if you're doing other exercise, you should be using your vibration machine ideally every day, because it gives you so many things that you're not getting with just regular exercise. Stretching particularly is important for keeping us limber and balancing our muscles. And that means that we have bigger range of motion, which frees us up to be able to do things in our lives that we couldn't do if we're feeling really stiff and unable to move. It also affects our posture. Many people will say that they feel like their posture is better when they do some vibration. Partly that's due to just relaxing and stretching and balancing your muscles so that you can stand up straighter. I know it feels fantastic when you're on the machine stretching. It can also, it has been shown to reduce pain. So let me know, folks, how's it working for you?
Well, I'll just add a rousing amen to everything you said, because that's my experience. I use the machine for strength and for flexibility, and I have both. Thanks to that, 10 minutes a day is all I do. But I know that it also keeps away the aches and pains you ordinarily experience later in life. So I couldn't say more about it. I'll stop right there.
Well, Dave, you're 79, right?
Yeah.
And you feel like you have full flexibility and range of motion. You're able to do all the things that you want to do in life.
Yes.
That's terrific. Really great. Yeah, I mean, I have the same experience, that I'm remarkably limber and flexible and energized. It's just remarkable. And I know when I'm on there stretching, it feels so good. So it's a gift. Anybody else? Alex?
Well, I'll mention I do my yoga, lots of different poses on the machine. And if I do them first, I notice that I get on the machine early in the morning. I just feel so much more limber and fluid for the rest of the day. And I do a yoga class at 9 o'clock, or I do a Zumba class twice a week and TRX classes. And if I do the machine first, I'm just that much more limber and that much more fluid. And I can still sit in Virasana pose. That's where you're on your knees and you spread your feet apart and your butt goes on the floor. And I can do all those things. And on the machine, it just helps. It just makes it faster, quicker. I do about 20 to 30 minutes a day on the machine. That works for me. And I tend to split it up. I'll sometimes do it in pieces. I do maybe 10 or 15 minutes in the morning. And I do a meditation in the morning, an 11-minute breathing meditation on the machine. And the breathing meditation on the machine is really wonderful. So it's part of my yoga practice is to do breathing exercises. And the machine really helps with that.
So are you doing sounds like you might even be doing 20 minutes in the morning? And then do you do another 10-minute workout somewhere?
Well, I generally do 10 minutes at night on my back on the machine before I go to bed. And I really like that. That feels so good before I go to sleep at night. And then whatever I pick up in the morning, another 10, 15 minutes, there's the 11-minute yoga meditation I do with my arm up, one arm out like this. I do 11 minutes of that with a mantra. Then the next day I switch arms for 11 minutes.
Wow. You're holding one position for 11 minutes?
Yes. And that's because in yoga, that's what you do. You hold positions and it gets, blocks certain veins and arteries and opens others. It's just the way we do it in yoga. And then sometimes I'll do my Bhastrika breath. That's I do that for 11
By the
minutes.
way,
The machine.
folks, I want to tell you, we got a treat coming up. Alex has agreed to teach us a yoga class on our vibration machines coming up soon. Yeah, which will be really cool. And hopefully not 11 minutes in one pose, because I'm not sure we all could do that. I haven't done yoga for 40 years like you.
No, we'll do 3-minute poses, but they'll be good. They'll be easy. They'll be good. But in yoga, the idea is to hold a pose and to just relax into the pose. But the vibration machine really helps with that blood flow, because yoga poses, when you hold, you're holding your body in a position and it creates a dam for certain parts of the body. Then when you release that, all that power that's been held in a position opens up. So the machine just really amplifies that.
Interesting. Yeah. And when you're doing yoga, there's a stretching element to it too, as well, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes. Yoga is very much about stretching, because again, you want to stretch those veins and ligaments and organs into a position, hold it a bit, and then release it to get that flow. It's fascinating,
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the sound of Om while vibrating.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. A double vibration. All those things. All about vibration. And if you've noticed, there's the melt method. They're now using vibration. They have a little thing you buy.
What is that melt method? I've forgotten. I know I've heard of it.
Yeah, the melt method is, they started off with a roller where you roll. It's all about fascia. Melt is all about fascia and now lymph. And they have a lymph hydrator, they call it. And it's a vibrator. And you put it on your various lymph nodes. So they're understanding the value of vibration. I mean, it's incredible.
Yes. Yes. I see it starting to pop up all over the place.
Yes.
Like there's all kinds of devices, little devices you can get for targeted vibration. There's sort of physical therapy. Even some relatives of mine who would never listen to me are like, yeah, I take my vibration device everywhere. When I travel, I can't be without it.
Right. So it's vibration instead of whole body.
Yeah.
It's just a specific little spot.
Right.
And it's not very much, but.
Right. I mean, you're better off with getting a machine, and then you can target it by which part of your body you put on the machine, but you can also stand on it and get that vibration through your whole body. So that's really the way to go. And I do want to mention to folks that there are contraindications for vibration, and you should be checking those before you try vibration. You can find them on my website, It's bcvibranthealth.com. They're also in all my books, and they come with all my machines. So just be careful, folks. Check that out, and then dive into vibration because there's endless benefits. All right. So what about protecting us from injury? Do you feel like it's protecting you? That stretching work that you do on your machine. And, also I want to say, it sounds like, Alex, you're doing something like me, where you're doing intensive exercise elsewhere, and you're using your machine mostly for more stretching and energy exercises, breath work, massage. And that is a valid way to use your machine. You do need to work out intensively at some point. But it doesn't have to be on your machine. If you go to the gym and you are a track star, or you are just getting intensive workout elsewhere, you could be doing just stretching, massage, energy, breath work, all kinds of things on your machine. But it will protect you from injury. It will help you heal from getting injured. And it's going to give you all kinds of benefits because it's changing hormone levels and increasing the repair and regenerative side of your body, as well as stretching you out and keeping you limber and helping you recover faster. Oh my gosh, so much. So tell me, what do you think about how it's affecting you physical therapy wise, whether it's protecting you from getting injured and then recovering faster?
I broke my left wrist 6 months ago, and I have all sorts of physical therapy that I'm assigned to do to try to get function back in my wrist. And now it's developed carpal tunnel, trigger finger. I've got a ganglion cyst, and I have all these moves. Any of them that I can do on the machine, I do on the machine. I can't say that it's better than if I were not doing that because I've never done this before. But I just feel that I'm doing the best I can to heal my body and to heal all these things they want to cut on me for. And I'm doing the best. Now, on today's stretching, laying on my back is too bony to lay on that machine. It will not work.
Well, I
need the
think you have the
power.
smaller Ultimate Vibe machine, Jeannie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's a little small for lying down on. The Power 1000 that I have is a good foot longer, 1.5 foot longer. So you can lie on it. But I have to say, yeah, the one that you have is not big enough to really lie down on your back on it. But I would be resting your arms, your forearms and your hands on the plate, sit next to it, kneel next to it, and rest your arms. And it's great that you're trying to do your physical therapy exercises on the machine with your hand and wrist on the machine. That's a great idea. I wouldn't put weight on your hands. I don't know if they have you doing things where there's weight, but for now, like things like push-ups, I would not do with your hands on the plate because that would
Okay.
put too much pressure on your hands.
Okay, good to know.
You should also be trying a homeopathic remedy called Arnica 30C twice a day. Yeah, that might help you heal.
How, it's really kind of confusing. Am I supposed to be doing 4 of these little pellets twice a day?
Yes.
Okay.
They go
Got that.
under your tongue and then you let them dissolve. And you don't
Now-
drink coffee or other really strong smelling things after you take the homeopathic remedy or for 30 minutes before, because that will stop them from working.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yes.
Okay,
So if you've
thank-
been doing your homeopathic and then drinking a cup of coffee, it won't work.
Jeannie, if I may make a suggestion for your wrist, what I do, because I'm working on my ulna and my arms for bone density, I put my hands like this, arms on the machine. And I don't know strength you have. You can either be on your knees and have the arms on the machine, but you're not weighing yourself on your arms, or you can go into a plank, but I don't know where your wrist is. So that's something you would have to feel for yourself. Try one arm first, then the other. And then magnesium spray, because magnesium really needs to get into that bone. and we're all magnesium deficient. Spray is the best way to get magnesium into a spot. Now food makes one on Amazon for $8 for a big bottle. It's not expensive stuff.
That's a good idea, Alex. That's a great idea for targeting that spot. It's kind of a big thing right now. Many, many people are magnesium deficient because our soil is deficient and our food supply is deficient. I do want to say, use your own judgment, check with your doctor, and do your research. Okay, folks, we are going to do some stretching now on our machines and see all kinds of different positions. You can do this stretches instead of your workout, or you can do some stretching before your workout. So join us, whether you have a machine or not. There's all kinds of wonderful stretches to limber you up. And as always, remember, only do as much vibration. Have your machine on for as long as you know that you can handle that amount of vibration, because vibration is very powerful and you want to start slow and build up. All right, so here we go. Let's start with a hamstring stretch. That means leaning over. We're going to get the back of our legs. All right, so lean over as much as you can. Touch your toes if you can, and even lower. If you can grab the top of your plate and pull a little bit, gives you an extra stretch, or you could put your hands behind your legs. There you go. You're getting the whole back of your legs and your lower back especially, and then slowly roll up. Here we go, like that. All the way, stacking up your vertebrae, stretching them out. Okay, loosening things, getting them in place. All right, and let's go into some shoulder rolls like this. First, we'll go back and then forward. And remember, everything you're doing on your vibration machine is so much more effective than without the vibration. We're going to do like 10, 15 minutes of stretching, and it'll be like you spent an hour stretching. So very good use of your time. All right. And now clasp your hands together and pull apart, leaning over to one side. Okay. And putting your weight on this far leg. Can you feel the stretch through your back, especially on one side? Feels really great to me. And then the other side. There you go. Nice. All right. And I'm going to do some other shoulder stretches and spinal stretches. So a little twist. Now, if you have severe osteoporosis, don't do this. Don't pull, don't twist too hard. But if you don't, then go ahead, and it feels great. And it is actually good for your spine and your back. There we go. And over to one side like this. These are back stretches that are going to help your back feel comfortable all day. Okay, nice. Good job. All right, let's do some arm stretches. So this is like your rotator cuffs. If you can't do a full circle like this, that's okay. You could do little ones, whatever you need to do. All right, and now switch. We'll go back the other way. There we go. Good. Good job. Let's do some neck stretches, and be careful with this. If you want to just go forward and back, forward and back, maybe to one side and then the other, that's fine. If you're comfortable doing a neck roll, you can do that, but don't push it. If this is too hard, if this doesn't feel good to you. All right, nice. All right, cross one arm over the other and hook your elbow underneath that arm and pull in. You really feel that here, right? Through your upper arm and shoulder. Okay, nice job. Good. Then take that arm and put it behind you. Pull down, pull back on your elbow a little bit. This is a triceps stretch. That's the back of your arm. These are really great before you do a workout to stretch out. It can improve your performance, your athletic ability. This is also really great stretching out to protect you from falls, from injuries, and to help your posture. Okay, let's do the other arm. Pull this in. All right. I'm pulling this straight arm in towards me with this other arm hooked around it, right? Feels really good. And then bend your elbow behind you and push back, pull back a little bit. Don't end up squishing your head or pulling your head, just your arm. There you go. Great job. Okay. Now we're going to do some upper body rolls like this. 1, 2, 3 in one direction. Can you feel that through your hips and sacroiliacs? It feels very good, doesn't it? Okay. I am doing now some hip rolls, hip swivels. I've got my knees lined up with my feet, which are just a little bit apart. And then I'm going around in circles with my hips, okay? And I'm tipping them back when I'm in the back position and forward as we come around to the front. You'll feel this all through your lower back and sacroiliac joints. Go one direction and then the other. All right, just like that. Good. Nice job. All right, let's do some leg stretching. All right, there's all kinds of leg stretches we can do. Let's start with the adductor stretch. So we're getting the inner leg. We're standing half on the plate. One foot's on the plate and one is off. And I'm keeping my hips forward and my upper body straight. You'll feel it in your inner leg, inner thigh, and in your lower back and sacroiliacs, especially if you keep your hips forward and your body upright. All right, nice. And my other leg is bent. I don't know if you can see that, but to put a little bit more of a stretch in there. And then do the other side. I'm going to have to turn around, face the other direction. But I'm doing the same thing, bending the leg that's on the ground, keeping this leg that's on the plate straight, and keeping my body upright. All right, nice. Nice job. Feels good, right? Okay, we're going to do some quadriceps stretching, which is the big muscle in the front of your thigh. One way to do it is to grab the foot behind you. This is a good one for holding on to something. I've got a handle here, but if you have a counter, your machine near a counter or a banister, that would be fine to hold on to. And then you tip forward. Can you see what I'm doing? And it puts a lot of stretch on that quadriceps muscle. Just do what you can. You know, if this is too much, what I'm doing, you could do less. Actually, I'll show you an easier version, which is to put your foot up behind you and rest it on like a chair or a counter. And then you don't have to grab that foot with your hand. You can be holding on to something and you still get a stretch on your quadriceps. If you go down a little bit, bend your foot that you're standing on a little bit, you'll get a little more stretch. All right, let's try that with the other leg. First, the easier version. And then I'm going to do the one where I'm holding on with my foot because I like it. And I'm going to balance at the same time, just because it's fun. But if you need to be holding on to something, then go ahead. Don't fall, whatever you do. That's not worth it. Have something to grab onto nearby if you need it. All right. Now, there are some really great stretches that you can do lying down on your plate, but be sure to have a pillow for your head, okay? So I'm going to put this pillow on the edge of the plate and the ground, and I'm going to lie down on my plate. By the way, this plate's called the Power 1000, and do not put all your weight on one end of it because it will flip. All right, but now I'm down here, and this one is big enough so that you can get your whole back on there. It's very comfortable. Feels fantastic. Not all plates are big enough. This is also a very smooth kind of vibration, so it's comfortable, but you do need to have a pillow under your head. All right, so your legs are up, and you're getting a back massage while you're doing these leg stretches, so that's nice. Cross this leg, one leg, and put the ankle on near your knee, but not quite on your knee. Then grab the back of your thigh and the leg that's straight and pull that leg towards you while you're pushing on your bent knee with your elbow. Just gives you a great glute stretch for the glute, which is your butt muscles. All right. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Hello, Panda Bear. Okay. Now pull towards you and push your elbow with your knee. It's my dog, Panda Bear, I think. So just feel that nice stretch. Okay, good. All right. You can be rotating your foot if you want, one direction and then the other. Great. Okay, and then keeping this leg straight, pull in with your hands up by your calves now. Try to touch your head to your knee. You'll feel some more stretching on your back and your neck. Good. All right, now let's switch legs. Put the other one straight up, cross your ankle over your leg, and put your hands through inside so that you're behind your leg with your fingers clasped, pulling that leg towards you and pushing down on your knee with your elbow. You'll get a great gluteus stretch on your butt muscles. All right, pull that in. Oh, good stretch. Whoa, can you feel that? That's intense, right? And at the same time, you're getting a back massage, which feels great. Good. Rotate your toes if you want. And keeping the leg that's straight up in the air straight, and pull in and raise your head. Try to touch your knees. There you go. Nice job. Oof. Okay. All right. Well, that was our stretching session. We are here 3 days a week. Use your machine every day. You don't need to work out every day. You can alternate working out with stretching or massage. And subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. You'll be helping us reach more people, and you'll get on the notified whenever there's a new episode going up. All right. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.